Alright guys, this one is still Reno or Omokri. The number one what it be name? Mero or Nero or Nino, Reno, anyhow you want to call him. Now you get the first class certificate of lies for this country. Once again, they have been disgraced by Objective TV. Yes, now not the same guy. We go all the way to Calabar Coastal Road, go disgrace Reno at that time. He came out again to disgrace her over and over and over again. My people, I'd like us to watch this again.
Now, Bola Tinubu is not borrowing to pay subsidy. He's borrowing to build Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, to build Ileya Sokoto Badagry Coastal Highway. No, they call it Coastal Expressway, to build Kanu Abuja Road. So, I mean, those are the kinds of things that money should be used for.
Talking about the Coastal Highway, it's one of the highlights of your visit here, and there seems to be a bit of chronological inconsistency with the
30 kilometer.
That with the
No,
with the rate
there
at
was.
which,
There was. There's
so
no,
I want
there,
you to throw some light
No,
on
no,
it.
no, no, no. That is factually, that's a fallacious statement. There was, there no longer is. And I said, TVC, some other, the nation, some other, I said, no, I don't want you people go. You people are Bola Tinubu people, don't come. So, arise. I said, hey, you can come because everybody knows you people. You don't like Bola Tinubu. Premium Times, I said, come. Vanguard, I said, Obi Paper, come. Which leadership, oh, help me. Which other?
No Sahara reporters.
No, I said everybody can come. Sahara reporters did not apply. You people said I was lying. Okay, we went. We drove. The mileage read 20 kilometers, but the milestone read 19.5. So I said, no, even though the mileage is saying 20 kilometers, let us even go with this one that says 19.5. And I said, now, fly the drone. They flew the drone. When they flew the drone, at the end of the day, they found that it was over 30 kilometers over. And Arise TV yesterday, they admitted it that, well, I have proven that it was over 30 kilometers. Premium Times, they wrote it that I have proven that it's over 30 kilometers. Vanguard, please stop that. There is no more controversy. There was a controversy. There is no controversy. I mean, that is the only reason why I came. If anybody has given me money to come to Nigeria to prove this thing, speak now or forever remain silent.
Naturally, I didn't even want to have anything to say about Mr. Reno Omokri again, especially with his latest interview at the Honest Bunch podcast. Because everybody already knew who Reno is, spinner and twister. But because my attention was pointed, so I had to go and check. Mr. Reno, read the room. You will notice that even Daddy Freeze did not really want to engage you. First, he's new at the podcast. He didn't want it to also look like he's arguing with a guest. He's a trained OAP, so he knows when to just let some matters slide. Not because he agrees with you, but because he just didn't want it to look like an interrogation. That said, I like you, Egbon Reno, so let me just give you simple advice. See, some of the journalists you took out and teleguided, their senior colleagues back in the office are not happy with you. And bro to bro, next time increase what you're offering them. That's why they send camera guys to just follow you and take whatever you have to show them. The ones who would have gone with you did not go because some of them know you are getting funds through the NSA in dollars, bro. And you are giving pitances to journalists who are going with you on assignment. They feel slighted, you know. So, bro to bro, don't let anybody know. It's just between us. That is why some of them, immediately you turned back at Okunwaja, they also went back. Only few could say, okay, let us try to see what the drone will show us from Gbolahan, and went with him to Section 2. Section 2 to go and pick. Even you that was taking them on the talk, not go with them. That's why some of them felt, no, you are the one that brought us out. You are now turning back. You claim you were snapping with Professor Soyinka at 30th kilometer, but you could not get to 30th kilometer. Even that 19.5, I'm very sure that was the first time you were getting to that point just to show something. You didn't get there at all. But why claim that you were at exact kilometer 30, snapping picture with Professor Soyinka, but that road could not take you beyond 19.5. Even the place you got to was not yet paved. Many times in the past, even though you claim you are a meticulous record keeper, You have been faulted a lot of times. Your lives have been deflated many times. We know what you are working for. Your name is already penned down in the ambassadorial list, and you have to do overtime. And we know your type. Rather than own up to say, oh, I take that back. I'm sorry. I made a mistake here. But you want to appear like one encyclopedia that can never make mistake. So you have to hit up the arguments, hit up the room, subterfuge, bring out another thing to cover the old one so that nobody talks about it again. No. You see, it's Gobelian lie. We must debunk them. You know why? Because if that lie is told repeatedly over time, that lie will be adopted as truth over time. So we must, some of us who know, we must continue to debunk this lie. So, Oga Reno, na lie, I don't want to make you the lie again. I just want you to desist from lying. You know, it was the same time you claim as a meticulous record keeper. You went on Auntie Regina Oscar Daniels' show, and you were claiming that she would score the lowest.
Fela Durotoye, Kingsley Moghalu, they all scored higher than Omoyele Sowore. I did in fact, I don't did in fiction. How much do you want me to tell you how many votes that he had? I'm embarrassed for him. So you are saying that, oh, they love you so much. How come they voted for Fela Durotoye? Let me finish, please. I allow you to talk. How come they voted for Fela Durotoye? How come they voted for Kingsley Moghalu? How come they voted for LBS Ekwesili? How come they did not vote for him? How come he came last?
I was no longer interested in old politicians, so I was only covering the new entrants, the rookies, as they were called at the time. I wanted to see new faces in leadership. So I covered Fela Durotoye, I covered Omoyele Sowore, I covered Professor Kingsley Moghalu. The evidences are there on objective media. I know their scores. Sowore scored the highest among all these people, including Mr. Tope Fasua, who is now an appointee of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So I know these contestants at the time. Sowore scored the highest among them. For you to go on an interview and hit up the argument and put up a figure, and because the interviewer did not have the figures by yourself, you went away with it. It's the same thing you are doing at that podcast. You just throw up anything, and before anybody could counter it, you quickly take charge of the conversation. You continue, you bring another topic, you change it. But there's nothing wrong. It is maturity. In fact, it even has more credibility to you if you can say, oh, I got that wrong. I'm sorry about that. This is the actual truth. I'm sorry about that. Learn to do that. It doesn't take away from you. That's why in your new assignments, so I'm not defending Mr. Peter Obi, but the thing is, because you have been faulted many times in the past, we know your antecedent already. Therefore, nearly 80%, if not over 90% of the claims you are now making cannot therefore be taken as truth. So even though I'm not a supporter of Mr. Peter Obi, things coming out of Reno, I cannot take it either. And not be your fault too. Now, the people where they patronize you in government, if you were to be my administration, people like you, I go find one work, give you for private sector to keep you busy. Just stay busy with private work. You see, in my administration, you will not have a way because you will bring most people don't trust you again. So what will you say in my government that people will trust that you are telling the truth? And I want my administration to look good. I cannot hire a Reno. Government of the day may have reason they want to keep you, but it will not help the administration because the public will not trust anything coming out of Reno. But the Bola Ahmed Tinubu administration may have their reason they want to keep you. Maybe just to make sure that you don't go back to opposition and start slinging more than them from there. Yeah, for political reason. So I don't want to talk too much. It's just a piece of advice. On the final note, I repeat again, next time you are taking journalists out on assignments, pay them better money because they know, say you they get funding. They know. So to come they give them pitances, it just make them feel spited. There are some that are happy with the 100K honorarium. There are those ones who just start work, PR, they are looking for PR work ahead. And the ones that followed the drone to go and be calculating section 2 and adding to section 1. You might as well have just added Calabar and Akwa Ibom to make up more kilometers. So the little ones they did to convince people that work would still reach there. You know it's all about impression now. But even you, who took people out on a tour, could not get to that kilometer 30 you claimed you were with Professor Shoyinka. You see, you keep deflecting yourself, but increase their pay next time. Okay? Because they are not happy with you. I just say make I yarn you. And let this matter rest. Otherwise, I'm trained to reserve words. You know me, I'm not a meticulous, garrulous talker. But if you taunt me again, basket mouth fit start to leak again. Basket mouth.
You know, the funny part of it is that some people failed to understand or to know that we are now in postmodernism. We are now in an era where the younger ones cannot be misled anyhow anymore, except you choose to be gullible or you are not educated. When you speak, before what you are saying comes out from your mouth, people are already doing research to counter you and debunk your lies. What do I know? This is Nigerian Watch Media. Join us every day, 7 p.m. Nigeria time. Let's continue to talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Take care, guys, and bye for now.